My journey as a teacher began when I was a child. At the end of second grade, I started noticing that I was different from my peers. I wasn't reading as quickly. I struggled with handwriting. I struggled with spelling. And then I got to third grade and I had an amazing teacher. By the end of third grade, I was feeling a little more like my peers. And so I knew then that I wanted to be a teacher because I wanted to teach kids to read. Say card.
Card.
Now say card, but don't say t.
Card.
So I was really lucky to get to explore a lot of different curriculums and programs and attend training at the state level to try to figure out how we could help boost reading scores at our school. And I was working with amazing mentors and teachers, and we were collaborating to figure out what's working in classrooms well and what's not. Why is our phonics program as we go through the motions not meeting the needs of every child? That's when I started my Science of Reading journey about 10 years ago.
3 letters at the end of a syllable after a short vowel sound.
So letters came along, and I've been studying this for a while, but I was still really excited to take letters. I had heard at some of these state meetings, like, this is changing kids' life, and so I was all on board to take it, and I honestly just thought, why didn't I have this 10 years ago? It would have made my journey go so much faster. It's set up in a really productive way where we learn, we do bridge to practice, we're trying things with students. This week we're working really hard on the prefix dis. And we know that prefixes go at the beginning of the word. For me, when I think about this routine and what I've done, it's taken a lot of collaboration. It's taken being vulnerable and letting people come in and watch and coach and give support. Let's break into syllables. Get ready.
Dislike.
Good. What's our two? We know our prefix. What is it? Dis. Working with a coach has been really helpful because sometimes when I'm not getting the results that I expect, just having somebody sit in the back that's not doing the work can see the things you might be missing. And honestly, just getting my routines in place has made my life easier. It's made planning easier. It's made behavior management easier. Put a triangle around that R control vowel.
Triangle around the R control vowel.
ER says
ER says
My phonics routine now is not even close to what my phonics routine was 10 years ago. And I hope in 5 years I've even improved more. Spell point for me. Get ready.
P-O-I-N-T.
I've noticed a huge impact in my students' progress this year. At the beginning of the year on Acadience, I had 23% of my class at benchmark. At middle of year, we were at 47%, and I'm really excited to take end of year. And I'm also seeing their confidence level go through the roof. A lot of my students really struggled with even blending CVC words at the beginning of the year, and now they're reading multisyllabic words, and they know the language, and they love to go home and tell their families, like, do you know what a digraph is? And they have all this really good academic vocabulary, and they're confident.
Reading before I was in Miss Bothwell's class, it was kind of bad. It was lower than 100, but now I'm up over 100, over 150.
Reading for me is like a little pretty easy. Reading helps me learn math because I had to read equations and I have to read them carefully so I can answer the equation right.
Now reading is a lot easier because I use my finger. I do a lot more things that I did not do last year, and I think I've improved a lot.
H-O-N-E.
Being able to read will change their life. It's a civil right. These students deserve to know how to read, and if they can read and communicate well, they'll be successful. So I hope I'm changing some lives.